After a week on the East Coast, LeBron James and the Lakers are finally back home hosting the Spurs in NBA Cup play quarterfinals. With a win tonight, LeBron and new papa Luka Doncic would be heading to Las Vegas for the second time in the 3 years of Cup play. Marcus Smart, he's back in the lineup. We'll hear from him ahead as we lead you to the Lakers and Spurs in 1 hour. Hello, welcome to Access Sportsnet Lakers, brought to you by Mercury Insurance. I'm Chris McGee alongside Danny Green and James Worthy. Fellas, good to have the band back together again. We're rolling. We might as well keep it going.
Yeah, why not?
Danny's undefeated streak on the line, big game.
He's undefeated, and let's keep it going.
Yeah, I mean, confession, I'm actually undefeated on both sides.
Yeah,
Crazy enough. I've done some games for the Spurs. I've done some games. And the games
By the way,
I've called
your
for
former team.
Yes, I did play for that organization before.
So either way, you're going to be undefeated.
Yeah, one way or the other.
We're paying you tonight. So. All right, tonight's the knockout round of the NBA Cup for the Western Conference. The Lakers hosting the Spurs, the Thunder facing the Suns right now. In the Eastern Conference, last night, watched those games. Knicks and the Magic advancing. So NBA Cup resumes, big game. National hype around this one. Trip to Vegas and the semis on the line. Should be a fun one. And I think when the NBA was coming up with this idea a few years ago, these are the types of games that they were hoping to get.
I think it's caught on.
Yeah.
At the beginning, we were like, didn't really understand it. They went through the first one, the second one. And to be able to have this type of measure this time of the year where, I mean, you look at Oklahoma, right? One game they've lost. And so to be able to measure yourself this time of the year, and a team like the Lakers with Luka and the way Austin is playing, people are excited about that, seeing what could be. So, and then to be able to make that money for your teammates, for the coaches, for guys who don't, make as much. I think it's just it's a great incentive. And I think the fans have, globally, it's caught on.
Yeah, I'm jealous, man. I'm not going to lie. I wish I got a chance to play in these type of games.
Yeah.
I wish they did it a little bit sooner, a little earlier, to get a chance to win some extra money.
Yeah.
Some Christmas gifts for the family, but also get an opportunity to go to Vegas. Not many times you get a chance to play in Vegas unless you're a young player in summer league.
Yeah.
Or trying to make a team. So all around, I feel like it's a win-win for everybody that's involved and for the league. It's a lot of fun. You have random Tuesday, Thursday, or whatever nights that you can play for something a little bit more during the regular season, which makes it a little bit more fun.
And the Spurs have been great even without Wemby. They've won 5 of 7. Everyone else healthy and ready to go. And the last time these teams met, both teams a little shorthanded, but it was one of the fun games of the year, James, and the Lakers squeaked out a win. It was good times.
Yeah, I kind of remember. Run me through it. I kind of vaguely remember.
Wemby fouled out.
Wemby fouled out. That's right. That's
no
what
AR,
happened.
no LeBron.
That's what happened.
Harrison Barnes fouled out too. There was a couple.
Yeah.
Of
Marcus Smart threw it, but stepped on the line, gave them the ball.
I remember that. That was a cuckoo dum-dum play.
Wild ending.
From an old veteran that knows better. But
and
yeah, I do remember that.
free throws, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So he got the 2 or 3 free throws. He got a tip, and he got fouled on by Jake LaRavia. And of course, I mean,
wild ending.
Yeah, it was very wild. But this was one of the very few times that Wemby would have an opportunity to try to beat Luka. I think Luka's undefeated against Wemby. So he's not playing tonight. So he won't get the opportunity to try to get his get back. But that game was one for especially that early in the season, to have that type of ending was special.
You can't take me back too far, man.
Yeah. I was just saying it's one of the fun games of the year. That's it.
Yeah, just got to refresh the memory a little bit.
Yeah.
But
now you remember seeing that.
Yeah.
All right, for more, let's check in with Mike Trudell. He's joining us from Crypto.com Arena.
What's happening, guys? Welcome downtown. Plenty to look forward to in this evening's matchup. And the first thing that's going to benefit the Lakers is Marcus Smart returning to the court after missing 6 games with some back tightness and soreness. And look, they need what Marcus Smart does on the defensive end of the court, especially as a leader. And that's where we started, guys, with J.J. Redick before we started to get into this matchup specifically with the San Antonio Spurs. So here's the head coach.
Where have you most missed Marcus Smart defensively, and what does he do that helps you guys win on that end, especially?
I would say the biggest things are the physicality, the disruption, and then being another communicator on the court.
When you played San Antonio last and Wemby was playing, they were up there in the defensive side of the basketball. And now the offense has really been what's been sparking them, it seems like, from afar the last couple of weeks. What have you seen from them with Fox back, and how different are they from the team that you played?
Yeah, they're running a lot of pick and rolls with Fox, a lot of pick and rolls with Castle and Harper. And, all those pick and rolls lead to drives. Those pick and rolls lead to kickouts and catch and shoot threes, and then more drives. So we've got to do a good job of containing the basketball, and we've got to do a good job of contesting.
It's been obviously such a wonderful year for Austin thus far. The Philly game was an anomaly. Anything? Could you see anything on tape of what led to that night for him?
No, another game where he did a really nice job of touching the paint. Missed a lot of those non-rim paint twos. Our performance team mentioned that the two games on the back-to-back, and then Philly again. Those were three very taxing games in terms of his both intensity and workload. So we were able to take Monday off. Yesterday was a very light day for practice for him. Today's shoot-around was very light for the guys as well, so he should be good to go and rested.
All right, and Geeter, just to back up what JJ was saying there. So remember, in Toronto, no Luka, and LeBron, of course, plays, but then the next night does not play in Boston, and just a huge load. They were double-teaming Reeves for basically that entire back-to-back. Then the Philly game was the 3rd and 4 night. So to me, just looked like the legs were a little tired. He still got to his spots, just didn't finish as usual. And as JJ suggested, expect to see Reeves back to normal, which this year, guys, normal has been 30 points, right, or just under at around 29. So expect to see that Austin Reeves tonight here against the Spurs.
All right, thank you, Mike, so much. Going to be a fun one down there. Let's get it going. Everyone, including me, thought Wemby would play. He's out. The good news, though, Marcus Smart is playing for the first time since November 25th. Now, the Lakers have missed that defense and what he brings to a team. You heard J.J. Redick talking about it just moments ago. He was instrumental in that Spurs win back in early November, taking those charges from Wemby. And crazy stat, James, but with Marcus on the court in his minutes, the Lakers are like a top 3 defense. Without him, they drop significantally towards the bottom, especially because of the last 5 or 6 games or so.
Yeah, I mean, look, the Lakers are a pretty good defensive team this year, holistically, especially with the addition of Ayton. They're like a firecracker, okay? But Marcus Smart he's the guy that flames the firecracker. He lights that flame. So when he's in there diving on balls and taking charges and being tough, it just ignites the rest of the team. They play okay defense, pretty good defense, better than okay. They play pretty good defense, but this guy adds another dimension, like you have a 6th man on the floor or something. He makes you want to play like he plays. So he's always had that personality, that characteristics throughout his career.
Yeah, I mean, that energy that you talk about is contagious, of the chip on his shoulder mentality, attitude that he's had. And I know, even though they did lose to Boston pretty toughly, it would have been nice to see him versus old team and see what he could do.
See that.
We'll see him have a good game. But if they were whole and they're full, hopefully we'll get that matchup again with everybody whole. It'll be fun to watch. Because Boston's a high-powered offense, but he's been great for them defensively thus far with DeAndre Ayton. Them being the scrappy guys and adding that chip to the defense has made them, a ton better than last year, even though we haven't been using Vando as much. But those two guys have made the defense incredibly different. Danny, no Wemby tonight. He's going to miss his 12th straight game. I think everyone in Lakerland expected him to play because usually guys do come back when they are here in L.A. But the NBA definitely misses him after the start that he had. But surprising news, I know he was trying to gear up and get ready for this one. Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate. Luckily for them, they've been staying afloat and winning some real good games. Dylan Harper's kind of coming alive. Harrison Barnes is playing well in Champagny. But what he brings for that group, we know what he can do. He's looking at Defensive Player of the Year, multi-time in the near future for him. And then offensively, he's advanced his repertoire. The package is showing a lot of different things off the dribble, at the rim. He's gotten stronger. It's only a matter of time before it's this kid's league, and he's the face of it. It's coming. It's coming. So, I said, each year he shows that he cares. He shows that he loves the game. He watches film. He's not interested in anything else but reading his book and going to bed at a decent hour. Yeah, that's playing basketball. For the NBA. It's only a matter of time before this kid takes over the league and it's his. And he said he's going to get better and better every year.
Yeah, he's there, man. He's there. I mean, of all the players, Luke, all the great players you want to see, LeBron, Steph Curry, great shooters. This 7'5", you know, Steph Curry
Alien.
with the agility of Kobe Bryant. They want to see this. They've never seen it before. So, yes, I think, you know, I'm glad that they're taking their time and not, you know, rushing him back. But it would have been nice to see him tonight in the Cup. But take his time. He's got a lot of years left. He's got a lot of more games to see.
I mean, you know the Spurs are always going to be conservative, and they're looking at the bigger picture. It's fun to be playing in December, but even better to be in April, May, and June, you know?
All right, Austin Reeves was on the NBA Cup champions from 2 seasons ago, looking ahead back to Las Vegas once again. If the Lakers win tonight, they'd be taking on the Thunder Saturday night in the Cup semis. Austin did not play when the Lakers beat the Spurs 5 weeks ago. Plus, LeBron James came up clutch to close out the Lakers road trip in Philly. We'll look back at the King's signature moment of the season coming up on Access. Access Sportsnet Lakers is brought to you in part by Carl's Jr. Carl's Jr.'s new Cali. The league's all-time leading scorer led the way down the stretch for the Lakers in Philly, finishing with a season-high 29 on 12 of 17. He was also 4 of 6 from 3, 7 rebounds, 6 dimes. LeBron James had his first vintage LeBron game of his 23rd season. He did it all, by the way. I mean, the energy was great from the jump. Clutch performance, incredible. Guys, he had 12 points in the fourth quarter, 5 of 6, 2 threes. He scored the last 10 points for the team. Pretty incredible big game. Clutch.
It's amazing. He just continues to break records. Kareem has the most wins. That's going to be a tough one. Anyway, this is the perfect scenario for LeBron at this time of his career. I mean, he doesn't have to carry the load like he has since he arrived here. You can imagine this team without Luka, how much more he would have to try to do. And I think getting to rest, you know, first time he's missed training camp, getting to come in at his own timing and take his time, not playing back-to-back games, is going to keep him very productive and ready to go.
Yeah, I agree with big game. Like, this is the perfect situation for a guy like himself if he wanted to, I wouldn't say extend his career. He's already played 23 years. But if he wanted to play and not have to do as much with this group, he's got Austin Reeves and Luka to kind of carry the load, and he can play, you know, that Draymond role if he wanted to play 25 years and not have to do as much. Who knows if he wants to do that? Obviously, he'll take a less of a role, but he's shown that he can be effective in a multitude of ways. Down the stretch in that fourth quarter, him in that pick and roll with him and Luka was dangerous, and that's just another dynamic that it gives this group. Him to be able to quarterback, be the 4 or 5 set screens, roll, find the 3-on-2, 2-on-1, whatever it is. But not only find guys in corners for shooting, like Rui for a game winner, but he'll finish at the rim and shoot his fadeaway jumper in the mid-post or at the high post area. So he's shown that he can be a threat in all facets of the game in a lesser role.
When we reflect back the last couple of days on that East Coast road trip for the Lakers, without Luka for 2 of the games, you have the game winner in Toronto. You got a tough blowout loss in Boston. Luka returns. You win in Philly, LeBron game, Luka returns, but also AR struggles in that game. And it's in an arena where it has not been kind to you. 7-game losing streak. Yeah, 2017. And then you look at it, Danny and James, and you say, 2-1. We'll take that all day, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, especially against that group of teams. People talk about how weak the East is and how strong the West is, but it looked like the last couple of weeks of the teams that they faced have been stronger in the East. That Boston team ain't no joke. You know, Toronto had been playing at the time. They were 2 in the East, and Philly. You know, they have so much talent on that roster with Joel Embiid and Paul George playing. You don't know what kind of matchup you're going to get because those guys can play at an all-star level too at any given night. But Tyrese Maxey's been unbelievable. You know, VJ Edgecombe, Quentin Grimes, like they have a bunch of other guys that can do some things.
So it's a tough game.
It's a tough game, and playing in their building, in their arena, is never easy to win there. They've shown they lost 7 straight years in that building. So to break that streak, somebody had to show up, and LeBron James did that.
It is a credit to the Lakers and, you know, how the coaching staff has enrolled them into playing together, regardless of who's on the floor. I think their ability to recover. You know, there was a time, Peter, where we might see, you know, 4 or 5 losses in a row before they, you know, could get back on track. But now I think the ability to recover immediately and have different guys step up and play their roles has been key.
Yeah, I mean,
there you see the celebration. That was in Toronto. Rui hitting his first ever game winner. More on LeBron, by the way. So this is his Barbie signature Ken Bassiter collection figure. It's up for it's a finalist Toy of the Year award. You can vote toyawards.org, and it's also available in stores just in time for the holidays big game.
There you go. Got glasses.
You got Ken, now you got LeBron.
Yeah, that's Ken Bassiter. By the way, that's a big doll.
Yeah, he's got glasses, a watch, everything. A
I
little
like
fanny
those
pack.
pants, man.
Yeah, he's fat.
Is that a true Barbie
very
doll?
fashionable.
Yeah, it's from the Barbie collection.
Swag.
That's nice.
You guys want the bad news?
LeBron
bad
James
news?
gets a Barbie doll. I have to say.
Say it, James.
I have to say that someone else got a Barbie doll. The greatest choreographer in the world,
Really?
Norm Nixon's wife, Debbie Allen.
Wow, that's a big one.
Debbie Allen also got a Barbie doll, and it's amazing. So LeBron, Debbie, congratulations.
Nice. Norm Nixon.
Applaud your knowledge.
Norm Nixon's wife.
I know
That's
some.
right.
Yeah.
I applaud your knowledge. Good job.
Doesn't he have a
you
couple
know.
kids named Norm? He named a couple,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
on, like George Foreman type thing.
Yeah.
I think so.
Maybe.
All my kids are named Geeter.
I saw her with Pat Harvey.
Even Brett, the cameraman,
And
named
it
his
was
kid
great.
Geeter.
So congratulations,
Yeah.
LeBron.
Congrats.
Congratulations, Debbie.
Did you want the bad news?
What's the bad news?
I was told by Stu. We cannot open that. This is going back.
This
So
is
this is
okay.
not for you. This is not.
I thought I was
No,
going to take this
no,
one.
no, it's not
this
for
was
the kids.
okay.
No.
You mean we don't
rare
call
one?
them get
Yeah.
one?
Get him a signed
But
one.
you
This
got the
is-
direct line to Braun. You might
Yeah,
be
we'll
able-
see if
you guys
I
want
can.
to ring
I know a
together.
couple people. Maybe I can.
Marcus
that one
Smart is
home.
back tonight after missing the last 6 games. Earlier, we heard JJ call Marcus the physical. Welcome back to Access. Luka Doncic returned to the lineup Sunday and dropped his 49th career 30-point triple-double. And with that performance, he moved past Russell Westbrook and Jokic for second in league history. Luka only behind the Big O for the NBA's all-time leader in 30-point triple-doubles. He returns after missing the 2 games. What a performance. And Danny, I'll start with you. 15 rebounds, by the way. And tonight facing a tough Spurs team, Stephon Castle, they did a really good job on him. Listen, he had 35 last time, but it was 9 for 27. They're a tough team.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy. They have a lot of length, guard play, like depth. Some young guys that get out and running, but he's so smart. His IQ, he knows how to get to the free throw line. Even against Philly, when he's still at 30-point triple-double, but most would consider his night be a slow night. To have a 30-point triple-double that be a slow night for somebody says a lot, because he's been averaging 40, 45 in certain arenas. Like he's getting to it. But yeah, he had the birth of his daughter, had a couple days off. You could tell getting his legs back under him, getting the rust out. But I'm sure he's got his rhythm back now, getting some practice with the group. Probably feeling a little refreshed, knowing that everybody's healthy back home. And he'll come in tonight. No Wemby, I think it'll be a little easier for him to finish around the rim without that 7'4" guy in the paint.
James, wouldn't it be nice, there for the birth of your child, fly over the ocean, and then, maybe not your best game, but it's a 30-point triple-double?
And win.
I had a bad
On the
night.
road?
I had a bad night. I dropped 30, but yeah. I mean, his ability to adapt to different defenses throughout the game also makes him, very valuable. They'll blitz him, they'll trap him, they'll try to do different things, but he always seems to be able to navigate, through defenses and still be effective, and that's what makes it hard to guard.
Yeah, you see Luka here getting his warm-ups in at Crypto.com Arena. Always a fun place to be to watch Luka warm up. And here's a look at the point guard matchup for tonight's NBA Cup quarterfinal. Luka versus De'Aaron Fox. Luka, of course, leading the league, 35 points per game, 34 from 3, 9 rebounds, 9 assists. De'Aaron Fox, he's played 15 games. The Spurs are 10-5. He's averaging 24 and 6.5. 38% from 3. And Danny, we get our first look against the Lakers with De'Aaron Fox, but Laker fans know De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, very
He's
different.
always been ready to play when he's in LA.
Fun fact about De'Aaron Fox, I don't know if it still stands, but previous to the last Cup game, he was the league leader in Cup game points per game, I think.
Did not know that.
So he's been playing very well in these Cup games. So it's going to be a good matchup. He, for some reason, comes alive and plays at a good pace and gets to the free throw line and scores quite a bit. I expect him to have a good night tonight because I don't think the last game that I saw that he played, I don't think he had a great one. I'm sure he'll have a bounce-back game. But yeah, in these Cup games, he's come alive and he's kind of leading the charge with this group.
And big game, listen, he's got a lot of talent around him and some young playmakers, but we're used to seeing him with the ball in his hands. No Wemby, I imagine he's in attack mode when he comes to LA. Much of the same you expect?
Is he still upset that
Is he
the
still
Lakers,
upset?
that the Lakers didn't draft
That
him?
they took Lonzo?
Possibly.
Lonzo? Yeah, he's always given us fits. Lefty, unorthodox, and Geeter. I don't know what it is about the Lakers, but like he only had 14 in his last game, 14 points. So expect him to come out tonight to say, I need to correct that. Plus, it's the Lakers. So, yeah, he's a handful.
Yeah, tonight's defense, Danny, is going to have to be on point in this game. Connected.
I'd expect Marcus Smart would have that matchup or that assignment just to get up under him a little bit, agitate him. You got to be smart. Play without fouling. Don't let him get to the free throw line. Keep him in front of you. Make him take contested threes and twos because he's so fast. Get into that paint. You know, when I speak about him, I like to call him the road runner because when you see him, it's very brief and he's running past. He's so fast and meet, he's gone. So you got to make sure you build a wall like a Giannis wall for him and not let him just attack your paint because that's when it gets dangerous for you defensively.
Yeah, you know, James, when we've seen this Laker team with success, especially that 3-game road trip, the 2 games that they won, you see the defense tightening up, the rebounds, and that attention to detail. That's needed tonight.
Yeah, and you see 4 quarters of it. You know, you don't see these deficits that they used to get themselves in, 20 down, 15 down. They haven't had to use a lot of energy fighting back from big leads, so that's a good thing. And they continue that. Especially against San Antonio, who's without Wemby. So you know they're going to be greedy, aggressive, and ready to go, some of these younger players.
All right, guys, our control room does not keep stats on Luka's pregame half-court heave, but by our unofficial count, we think he's missed just twice this entire season. Not too bad once he's got defenders on him. 61 made threes in 17 games. Get buff, coaching staff. And he will not give them a break, will he, Danny?
Nah, definitely not. They're going to be doing a lot of push-ups all year. They're going to be strong. They're going to be very
strong guys. Plus, when we return, we're going to break down how LeBron and Luka's 2-man game helped close out the Sixers down the stretch Sunday in Philly. That's next on Access Sportsnet Lakers. Access Sportsnet Lakers is brought to you